Welcome to the Oklahoma Chapter Board Orientation 2010, Part 1, Our Culture. To be effective leaders, we need to understand the culture of our office. First part of understanding the culture of our office is understanding the culture of the AMTA, and the history is a very important part of that. We were started in 1943 as the American Association of Masseurs and Masseuses. Minimal dues, but maximum focus. One of the best ways to see this focus and this intent is by the pledge, which every member had to take. Looking over the pledge, we can see not only the seriousness of intent of the membership at that time, but also how they viewed the profession of massage therapy. One of the key lines to the pledge is the last one. To all of the above principles, I hereby pledge my sacred word of honor. How does that make you feel? Our legacy as an association is one of always promoting the art, science, and practice of massage therapy, as evidenced by the fact that the AMTA was integral in forming all of these other organizations. Some are for-profit, some are non-profit, but they all are independent of the AMTA now. The AMTA is the only massage exclusive association with everything you see in front of you. Not massage exclusive because we have to be, but because we choose to be. We are non-profit. Many of the organizations that are out there are for-profit, meaning that when their membership pays their dues, that money goes into a corporation, into somebody else's pocket. With the AMTA, every dollar spent goes to supporting the structure that we need to promote the art, science, and practice of massage therapy. We also provide benefits to our membership. Quite a few, actually. And you can see some that you're familiar with, some as Massage Therapy Journal, hands-on newsletter, some that you may not be familiar with, such as our discount with T-Mobile, our free website, which was recently added. Also, we have chapter and volunteer involvement. And of course, insurance. The AMTA provides the broadest liability insurance coverage in the profession to its members. There are exclusions and additional optional insurances that we can get as members of the AMTA. But who are we as a board? We are massage therapists in various roles: teachers, administrators, and practitioners. We are elected chapter leaders. Our chapter elected us to lead. First and foremost, though, we are volunteers. And what does that mean? Sure, underpaid, underappreciated, but when it comes down to it, we are concerned, passionate individuals that are willing to make a difference, promoting the art, science, and practice of massage therapy. The Oklahoma chapter specifics in the demographic survey this year. Currently we have 146 professional members. We are still a small chapter, but 41 of additional people are student members, 4 in their second year of membership. We've done a great job promoting professional membership to the student members. We have 1 supporting member who is not a massage therapist. It's a yoga business, but they believe enough in the ideals of the AMTA to support us, and that's wonderful. We have 1 inactive professional member, and this young man has been inactive for a while, but he still pays his dues and still wants to be associated with us. So we're doing our best to try to find him. And we have 1 school member that has 2 campuses, one in the Oklahoma City area and one in the Tulsa area. On average, an Oklahoma member has been in the association for a little over 3 years. 73% of our membership are not in the top 5 most populous cities in Oklahoma. We have a very rural chapter. And less than half of our chapter members live in a city that has massage licenses available. And what are our responsibilities to the chapter? We have the concrete deliverables that are in the policy manual, namely the newsletter, community building experiences, reliable phone service, which I'll say bleeds over to email, and promoting the art, science, and practice of massage therapy. Keep in mind that providing the Oklahoma chapter membership with a positive, meaningful, and substantive chapter experience is also our responsibility. But what is a positive chapter experience? How do we as the board represent our chapter experience and our involvement with the American Massage Therapy Association? And how do we communicate a positive chapter experience to the membership? And what can we do to increase chapter participation? Our chapter's success is directly related to the value, perceived or tangible, that the members place on their prosperity as a massage therapist. If they can see that their association with the AMTA is profiting them perceptually or tangibly, they will be a positive member. They will have a positive chapter experience. We have deliverables, as stated earlier, dictated by the AMTA in the policy manual. We also have opportunities to network for education. We have obligations, as we talked about, positive chapter experiences. But what is our focus? We need to promote the art, science, and practice of massage therapy for all of our members, from the new school graduate to the lifelong AMTA member. Not just the membership that we see at the meetings, but all members throughout the state. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking again in Part 2.